Thank you, Emily. I want to take a moment to recognize three of Emily's fellow senior college... See, I told you I might get emotional before you. I warned you that might happen. Fellow seniors in the College of Arts and Sciences who are with us today and who swept the university's top recognitions at Awards Day last week. Tremaine Ansani, a neuroscience major, and Reese Lycan, a biochemistry and molecular biology major, were awarded the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award, presented to the most outstanding male and female senior student, respectively. Rita Fatima, also a biochemistry and molecular biology major, was awarded the Stephen N. Swanger Award, presented to a senior for significant contributions to the university as an Omicron Delta Kappa member. Like Emily, all three of these students are also soon-to-be graduates of our #1 ranked public honors college. I am now humbled and honored to introduce the person who has brought all of us together here this morning, Peter McCausland, who will speak on behalf of both himself and his wife, Bonnie. Peter earned his bachelor's degree in history from the University of South Carolina in 1971 and graduated cum laude from Boston University Law School in 1974. In true arts and sciences fashion, Peter began his USC career as a chemistry major. It was during his sophomore, I'll let him tell that story. It was during his sophomore year that he switched majors and found his passion, and I would posit his natural home in history. And in reflecting on his years at USC with me over the past several months, Peter has talked at length about the impact that his history classes and professors had on shaping his worldview, and indeed in shaping this gift. He has also emphasized one other area that made a major difference in his academic journey, classes he took in German. And here I'd like to share a little story about an interaction that Peter and Bonnie had just yesterday as they arrived to their hotel. I was talking about the conversations we'd had about professors and history and in German, and Bonnie didn't know much about the German experience, and so she was asking Peter, can you tell me a little bit why you studied Germany? So my mom said it was important as a potential future doctor that I learned German as a language that was at the core of that. I took German for a little while, but it was actually upper-level German classes where I really found my space, reading Brecht and reading Kafka in the original German. And then he recalled a professor of his with a shock of white hair, and he was telling the story of that experience with that faculty member. And I realized as he was talking that was an emeritus faculty member of ours who just passed away in February at the age of 97. A faculty member, Gunther Holst, who was the chair of that department, who served as an associate dean in the college in the 1980s, an extraordinary scholar. And so I said to Peter, I think it might be him. He said, well, pull up the obituary, and looked at the picture, and he said, that was him. That was who inspired me. And I want to say to my faculty colleagues that is the inspiration that you have for our students each and every day, and that they will carry with them. And if they have the capacity to give as Peter has and Peter and Bonnie have, they will, but they will each give back in their own way to the university, to the nation, and the world. And that is what motivates and drives each of us each and every day across the college, faculty and staff alike. One of the more memorable things that Peter shared with me in our various conversations is how his experiences at USC expanded his empathy for others, and how by studying history and understanding foreign languages and cultures, he learned that you are more likely to understand other people's point of view and not dismiss them outright. After his time at USC, Peter embarked on a remarkable career in law and business, where his entrepreneurial acumen led to innovative developments that have had impact around the world. And if you want to learn about what it means to have an iron will, I commend to you the story of Peter's defense of Airgas, the company he built into a global juggernaut and that he defended from a hostile takeover bid, ultimately not only selling the company for more than double the hostile bid price, but protecting all but 5 of the 17,000 jobs of the company along the way. Commitment to people. Peter's passion for history, never far from the surface, reemerged in 2009 when he and Bonnie purchased Erdenheim Farm in southeastern Pennsylvania to preserve it from development. The farm dates to 1630 and is a model of sustainable farming, land conservation, and historic preservation. In 1994, Bonnie and Peter formed the McCausland Foundation, which focuses on education, especially for vulnerable youth, medical research, and conservation. The McCausland's generous gifts to the university, many of which you've already heard about, both personally and through the foundation, have already established the McCausland Brain Imaging Center and the McCausland Faculty Fellowship. In our college, we truly believe that the McCausland College of Arts and Sciences is foundational to our students' lives. We hope that during their time with us, our students develop the values, knowledge, skills, and direction needed to build a successful life and career. Peter McCausland is the living embodiment of those ideals. And so, on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of the McCausland College of Arts and Sciences, and with deepest gratitude for what has and will come from this act of inspiring generosity, I invite Mr. Peter McCausland to share a few reflections with us.